Listen, oh, listen, my people. Why on earth would this Akara woman think she could hold everybody's change and get away with it forever? Today's story will make you laugh and shake your head at the same time. Sit back, relax, and let's go to Ogbete Market. In the heart of Ogbete Market, right beside the tailor shop, and directly opposite the woman where they sell roasted corn, there was a small wooden stall covered in zinc with smoke rising from it every single morning like incense in a shrine. This was the kingdom of Mama Ngozi, the Akara woman. Now, understand something. Mama Ngozi's Akara was not just Akara. No. This woman's Akara was legendary. Crispy for outside, soft for inside, and fried in oil so hot that the balls of bean cake would sing kim, kim, kim the moment they touched the pan. Customers came from far and near, traders, students, Okada riders, even the market chairman himself would send his houseboy every morning, rain or shine, to buy from Mama Ngozi. But my people, Mama Ngozi had one weakness, one small character flaw that would grow and grow and grow until it swallowed her reputation whole. Mama Ngozi never ever had change. You would meet her stall in the morning, bring out crisp 500 naira note for one Akara wey cost 100 naira, and she would look at the note, look at you, hiss softly, and say the 4 words that every customer in that market had come to fear. My friend, no change. And before you could even open your mouth to protest, she would already be scooping your Akara into your polythene bag, smiling the smile of a woman who has already won the argument. Come tomorrow, she would say. I go balance you tomorrow, no worry. Tomorrow. That word, that small, harmless 6-letter word, became the most powerful weapon in Mama Ngozi's arsenal. Tomorrow could stretch like chewing gum. Tomorrow could disappear like morning mist. Tomorrow for Mama Ngozi was a currency all by itself, one that she printed freely and spent on everybody, but never redeemed. Now you might ask, but surely somebody kept record. My people, that is exactly the problem. Nobody kept record except Mama Ngozi herself, and even she, when it suited her, developed sudden memory loss. Mama Bisi, the tomato seller 2 stalls away, was owed 400 naira. When she came to collect, Mama Ngozi frowned as if she had been accused of witchcraft. Bisi, wetin you dey talk? I don't pay you finish now. Abi you wan disgrace me for market? Mama Bisi, not wanting Mama Ngozi's early morning theatrics to draw a crowd, simply shook her head and walked away, muttering under her breath. Chukuma, the Okada rider, was owed 200 naira from the previous week. Every morning he would stop by, remind her politely, and every morning Mama Ngozi would reply with the same rehearsed line. Chukuma, my brother, no vex. Business slow this week. Tomorrow I go balance you double, I swear. Tomorrow came, tomorrow went. Chukuma's 200 naira remained exactly where it had always been, in Mama Ngozi's wrapper, pocketed alongside dozens of small debts that had accumulated like sand at the bottom of a river. 100 naira here, a 200 there, a 500 from the school teacher who got Akara for the whole staff room and never got her balance. By the time 3 months had passed, Mama Ngozi owed almost every trader, student, and passerby in that market something. Small amounts, yes, but added together, it was a small fortune sitting quietly in her possession, disguised as I go balance you tomorrow. The market women began to talk. This woman, Iya Kudirat said one afternoon, fanning herself with an old newspaper. She never has change, but she has change enough to buy new wrapper every month. Every month, oh, new gele, new shoe, but no change for us. She's using our money to trade, Mama Bisi added, nodding vigorously. That's how she has capital to buy more beans and more oil. She's using our small debts to grow her business, and we are the ones financing her for free. The women hissed in unison, the universal sound of market solidarity. But nobody knew yet what to do about it, because Mama Ngozi's Akara was too sweet and her mouth was too fast, and confronting her directly always ended the same way, with her raising her voice, drawing a crowd, and somehow making herself sound like the victim. Then came the day of the wedding. Adaeze, the tailor's daughter, was getting married, and naturally, the whole market wanted to contribute small things to support her. Mama Ngozi, wanting to appear generous in front of everyone, announced loudly that she would supply Akara free of charge for the wedding breakfast. 100 Akara, her own contribution to the celebration. Everybody clapped. Everybody praised her. Mama Ngozi has good heart, they said. God will bless her business. But 2 days after the wedding, when the market women gathered to settle the small contributions everyone had made, money for canopy, money for chairs, money for extra pepper soup, Mama Ngozi's name came up on the list of people who were owed reimbursement because she claimed the cost of beans and oil for her free 100 Akara had been quite significant, and the committee agreed to refund her. She collected the refund in full, same day, same hour. No waiting, no come tomorrow. Mama Bisi watched this transaction with her 2 eyes, and something inside her boiled over. So, she said to Yakudirat afterwards, her voice trembling with barely controlled fury. So when it is her money to collect, she collects them sharp, same day, cash in hand. But when it is our money she is owing us, not tomorrow. This woman has turned foolishness into a full-time occupation. That evening, after the market closed and the stalls were covered with tarpaulin, 7 women gathered quietly behind the tailor's shop. Mama Bisi, the tomato seller, Iyakudirat, the pepper seller, Amaka, the fish seller, Ngozi's own neighbor Chidima, who sold groundnuts, the school teacher who often bought lunch from the market, Chukuma, the Okada rider, representing the young men, and old Mama Comfort, the eldest and most respected trader in that section of Ogbete. We need a plan, Mama Bisi announced. A plan that will teach her a lesson without anybody raising voice or causing scene. Old Mama Comfort, who had seen many market dramas in her 60-something years, smiled a slow, knowing smile. My daughters, she said, if a woman likes to use words as her weapon, we will use her own words to defeat her. No shouting, no fighting, we will simply give her exactly what she has been giving all of us. How, Mama? Chidima asked. Mama Comfort leaned in and the plan was born. Tomorrow morning, Mama Comfort explained, every single person who buys from Mama Ngozi will come with only big notes, 1,000 naira notes, as many as we can gather. Nobody, and I mean nobody, should carry small change to her stall. But Mama, Amaka said, confused, won't she just refuse to sell to us? Exactly, Mama Comfort said, her eyes twinkling with mischief. And when she cannot give us our change, we will simply smile, the same smile she gives us every single day, and say the exact words she has been telling us all months. Come back tomorrow, Chukuma said slowly, understanding dawning on his face. Come back tomorrow, Mama Comfort repeated, nodding. Let her taste her own soup. Let her feel, even for one day, what it means to watch your customers walk away while your tray remains full and your pocket remains empty. The women agreed instantly. Word spread quietly through the market that evening, not with noise, not with confrontation, just quiet whispers passed from stall to stall, from trader to trader, from customer to customer. By nightfall, nearly everyone in that section of Ogbete Market knew the plan, and everybody, even people Mama Ngozi had never personally owed, agreed to participate. Because in the market, an insult to one trader's pocket is an insult to the whole market's dignity. The next morning came bright and ordinary, the way mornings do right before something extraordinary happens. Mama Ngozi arrived at her stall at her usual time, lit her fire, poured her oil, and began frying with her usual confidence, humming a church chorus under her breath, completely unaware that she was about to have the longest day of her trading life. The first customer was Mama Bisi herself. She walked up, ordered Akara worth 600 naira and calmly handed over a crisp 1,000 naira note. Mama Ngozi checked her cash box. She frowned. She checked again. Bisi, you no get smaller money. Mama Bisi smiled sweetly. No, Mama, now this one I get. Mama Ngozi sighed, the frustration already creeping into her voice, but she managed to scrape together some change from the bottom of her box, barely, and handed it over, slightly irritated but not yet alarmed. Then came the school teacher, another 1,000 naira note for Akara worth 500 naira. Then Chidima with another 1,000 naira note for 300 naira. Then Amaka. Then two secondary school students who normally bought with small 100 naira notes, but today, mysteriously, only had 1,000 naira notes. Then three Okada riders in a row, each one presenting notes far larger than their purchase. By 9 o'clock, Mama Ngozi's cash box was empty of small denominations, completely, thoroughly empty, and the queue was not stopping. If anything, it seemed to be growing, as if the entire market had collectively decided to test her patience on this one particular morning. Wetin dey happen today? She muttered to herself, digging through her wrapper pocket, finding nothing but a few crumbled 50 naira notes that could not possibly cover the change needed. Then Chukuma rolled up on his Okada, parked, and walked over with a swagger that suggested he already knew exactly what was about to happen. Mama, give me 7 Akara. That's 700 naira, correct? Yes, correct. Mama Ngozi reached for the polythene bag. Chukuma brought out a crisp 1,000 naira note and placed it gently on her tray. Mama Ngozi looked at the note. She looked at Chukuma. She looked at the empty space in her cash box where change was supposed to live. Chukuma, I no get change for this one, oh. Chukuma smiled, the exact smile, the exact tone, the exact rhythm that Mama Ngozi herself had used on him countless times before. No wahala, Mama, he said, spreading his hands innocently. I go come back tomorrow. And with that, he turned and walked away, leaving his 700 naira worth of Akara uncollected right there on her tray, untouched. Mama Ngozi's mouth fell open. If Chukuma's exit was the first crack, what followed was the full collapse. One after another, customers approached her stall throughout the late morning, each one presenting notes too large to be broken, each one receiving the same apologetic, no change response from Mama Ngozi, and each one, every single one, responding with the exact same calm, unbothered reply. No wahala, Mama, we go come back tomorrow. By noon, something had happened that had never, not once in the history of Mama Ngozi's Akara stall, happened before. Her tray was full,
overflowing even. Balls of akara piling up, getting cold, getting stiff, going from crispy and golden to sad and greasy, right there under the market sun, while she watched customer after customer walk past, greet her politely, and continue on to buy roasted corn, buy suya, buy anything else rather than deal with the no change wahala. Iya Kudirat, Mama Ngozi finally called out in desperation, spotting the pepper seller passing by. "Please, help me now. I get plenty akara here. Buy small na." Iya Kudirat stopped, looked at the tray, looked at Mama Ngozi, and reached into her purse, pulling out with theatrical slowness a brand new 1,000 naira note. "How much be one akara again, Mama?" "100 naira." Iya Kudirat clicked her tongue sympathetically. "Ah, sorry Mama. I no get change for this 1,000 naira. Maybe come back tomorrow?" The women standing nearby, because by now a small audience had gathered, pretending to shop, but really just watching the show, could not hold their laughter any longer. It burst out of them like water from a broken pipe, rolling across the market section, drawing even more onlookers who wanted to know what was so funny. Mama Ngozi's face went through several transformations in succession: confusion, then embarrassment, then a dawning, horrifying realization. Wait. Una they do this one on purpose?" Old Mama Comfort, who had been sitting quietly the entire morning, sewing and watching everything unfold with the patience of someone enjoying a very satisfying play, spoke up. "Ngozi, my daughter," she said, her voice calm but carrying easily across the small crowd. "How many times have you told us, no change, come tomorrow? How many small debts are sitting in your pocket right now, belonging to people in this very market?" Mama Ngozi opened her mouth to argue, then closed it again.
"Today," Mama Comfort continued, "we simply decided to let you feel what it is like. Nothing more, nothing less. Your tray is full because your pocket has been fuller than all of ours combined for a very long time." By 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Mama Ngozi's situation had gone from bad to genuinely desperate. Her akara, once the pride of Ogbete Market, sat in cold, greasy heaps on her tray. Flies had begun circling. Her usual confident posture had collapsed into something smaller, more anxious. She tried a new approach, going table to table herself, tray balanced on her head, practically begging, "Please buy from me now, fresh akara, sweet, please." But word had spread even farther than the original conspirators had planned. Traders who had never even been owed money by Mama Ngozi were now playing along simply because it was frankly the most entertainment Ogbete Market had seen in months. "Sorry, Mama, no change," they would say, holding up their 1,000 naira notes with exaggerated apologetic expressions. "Come back tomorrow, Abi." By 5 o'clock in the evening, as the market began to wind down and traders started packing their goods, Mama Ngozi sat behind her now quiet store, surrounded by unsold akara, utterly defeated. Her usual singing had stopped, her usual pride had evaporated. She sat there, shoulders slumped, staring at the tray that represented an entire day's failed labor. It was Mama Bisi who finally approached her, not to gloat, but because even in victory, the market women were not cruel women. They had made their point. Now it was time to close the chapter properly. "Mama Ngozi," she said gently, pulling up a stool to sit beside her, "you don't see today how it take feel." Mama Ngozi did not lift her head immediately. When she finally did, there were tears gathering in the corners of her eyes. Not tears of anger, but tears of genuine shame.
Bisi, she said quietly, I never think say small money where I dey hold for people go turn to this kind thing. I dey manage my business the way where I sabi. I no think say I dey pain anybody. But you were, Mama Bisi said, not unkindly. Chukwuma's 200 naira, my 400, the teacher's 500. Small, yes, but they belong to us, not you. When you hold what is not yours and call it tomorrow, tomorrow never comes for the person you owe, only for you. The other women had gathered around by now, forming a loose circle around Mama Ngozi's store. Not menacing, but present, the way a market community gathers when something important is being said. Mama Ngozi wiped her face with the edge of her wrapper and stood up slowly. Everybody, she announced, her voice shaking slightly but growing steadier with each word. I sorry well. Whatever I dey owe any person for this market, come tomorrow. No, wait, she caught herself. And for the first time all day, a small embarrassed laugh escaped her. Make I no use that word again. Come this evening, before I close, everybody where I dey owe should come. I go balance you now, sharp, no more tomorrow. A cheer went up from the small crowd, and true to her word, before the sun fully set that day, every single debt, the 200 from Chukwuma, the 400 from Mama Bisi, the 500 from the school teacher, all of it was paid in full, counted out carefully into waiting palms, with Mama Ngozi personally apologizing to each person as she handed over their money.
From that day, something shifted in Mama Ngozi's stall. She began keeping an actual notebook, a small, one exercise book, where she recorded every debt, no matter how small, and made sure to settle it within a day or two at most. She started keeping a separate pouch stuffed with small notes specifically for change, refilling it every single morning before she even lit her fire. Her Akara business, strangely enough, grew even more after that day. Customers who had drifted away out of frustration slowly returned, and new customers came too, drawn by the now famous story of the day the market taught Mama Ngozi a lesson, which traders told and retold with great enjoyment for months afterwards. Mama Ngozi herself would sometimes tell the story too, against herself, laughing at her own foolishness in a way that only comes with genuine humility.
That day, she would say, shaking her head, I shall learn well. When you dey hold person, no matter how small, it go always come back to meet you. God no dey sleep, and market women too no dey sleep. This is our story for today. If you enjoyed it, drop a comment and tell us. Do you know a Mama Ngozi in your own area? We want to hear about her. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more stories, because we are bringing you another one that will keep you laughing and learning at the same time. Until next time, take care of yourselves and never ever forget to give people their change.